The Rose YouTube channel. Today we've got a 986 Boxster S. It's coming with an engine warning light on. So what we're going to do is put our PWIS 3 diagnostic tester on to see what's actually bringing the problem on. In order to do a diagnostic readout, what we have to do is put the ignition on. If you come over here, Boxster 986, continue. So what we're going to do is look at the fault memory in the DME control unit. What we've got is the mass airflow sensor coming up as a fault. We've also got an oxygen sensor fault, but what you find is quite often if we drove the car for long enough, it would probably throw an oxygen sensor fault on the other bank as well, generally as a result of the mass airflow sensor. Okay, so we're at the stage now where we've done a diagnostic readout. I drove the car earlier and I actually felt that the car is feeling slightly underpowered. I knew immediately that it's probably something to do with the mass airflow sensor. We've got the proof now from the diagnostic readout, so now I'm going to show you how to replace the MAF sensor. This is the location of the mass airflow sensor, just over here. And as I don't know if you can zoom in on the screw, but you can see there's a tamper-proof screw there. So you're going to have to use a tamper-proof torque socket. So first of all, what we're going to do is remove the plug. And then what you need is a T20 tamper-proof torque socket. Now sometimes these are badly corroded and you might have to get a little hammer or something just to knock it in, but these aren't actually that bad. And just like that, that's how that comes out. Visually you can't really see when these are actually worn, so because it's a mass airflow meter or a sensor, unfortunately it just comes a time in its life when it needs replacing. So what we've already got a new one. We tend to use the Bosch one. That's original equipment. They last forever. This is probably the original one from factory, so definitely go with Bosch. Don't go with any of the cheaper ones. It's not really worth it. I tend to start off by putting the screws in by hand just to start, because if you drop them they're going to never land. You'll never find a replacement, although if you get stuck you can actually use a self-tapping screw.
Sounds like
Plug it back in, pop the cable back in the clip here on the side of the airbox, and that's it, that's all fitted. Before we start the car to check if everything's working fine, what we're going to do is turn the ignition on just for a minute, just so that the new MAF sensor can initialize. Okay, it's been 60 seconds, the initializing process is finished, so what we're going to do is just delete the faults over here before we take the car for a road test. So the fault's all clear now. What we'll do is just start the car up. All sounds good. We're on road test now to check, if our MAF sensor's made any difference. So you can really feel the difference. Before the car was holding back slightly. It wasn't horrendous, but it was holding back. It wasn't opening up really nicely. But I can feel now it's much better. It's back to full performance. We're back from road test and can feel that the car is performing just like we expected to. What we're going to do is, just as a final, is do a fault memory readout, just check that everything's all good. And if you come over here, see there's no more faults. Good. That's
That's what I like to do.
Happy days. Thank you for watching the Rose YouTube channel. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe. Please post your comments and suggestions in the box below.